All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Daytona. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Saturday Showdown Series. Race number 1 from Daytona International. It's an 80-lap race tonight, and what better way to kick off Daytona 500 weekend with a little High Octane Racing League. It's the Saturday Showdown Series, kicking off a 6-race season. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory here at the most famous oval in all of motorsports? There's only one way to find out, that's catch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, the Saturday Showdown Series is in action here with Daytona International. 80-lap race here tonight, and it is all live right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, thank you so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here tonight, today, wherever you are, depending on your perspective. Again, this is Heath Johnson. I'm your broadcaster and commentator. This is Daytona International in the Saturday Showdown Series. And should be a fun one here tonight. 2.5 mile over, 80-lap race. And 6-race season. Every other weekend we'll be racing in the stock cars. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, please give EliteHostingUSA.com a look. There are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. Also, how about some WordPress hosting at our online store? Get that available through EliteHostingUSA.com. And thanks for coming in here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash the bell, and then click on those links down in the description of this race. And help me out here at TurnLeftTV. We have a donation link there for the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And also, we have a link over to the Sim Labs website as well. If you're interested in purchasing something through them, looking for a sim rig, then please use my link. And thanks to all those folks who have done so. Share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. You're more than welcome to share mine here at TurnLeftTV. We'll take a look at the schedule here in the Showdown Series. First Daytona 80-lap race, kind of a redo. We actually started last week or 2 weeks ago, and we had a problem with the rules plug-in, and doing a do-over here and we'll just count that as a practice race. But Daytona today, and then 2 weeks from now, we'll be switching up gears and a little short track action on March the 4th in Charlotte. There, race number 3, Phoenix, Watkins Glen, and Indianapolis, the back half of that season. So a little short season every other week. We are trading off weeks with the GT3 series. Same time slot and a different kind of fun, but still high octane racing league, providing you with all kinds of different opportunities to race. And speaking of a huge opportunity, man, we've got a very important race coming up on Friday, February the 24th. Race number 7 of the season, and that is Phoenix Raceway, the Busted Knuckles 125, to honor Lawrence Stopworth in the memory of him. And he really contributed a lot to High Octane Racing League, and we're definitely going to be racing some heavy hearts, but paying homage and honor to Lawrence Stopworth, who left us a few years ago, far too early. So that's going to be the Busted Knuckles 125. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Guys are ready to go over to the qualification session. Saturday Night Thunder headed your way in just a little while. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. We'll be at Nashville Super Speedway for 120 laps. We call this Beat the Broadcaster Night, and this season that has not been a hard thing to do, to be honest with you. It's race number 7 of the season. And the Saturday Night Thunder has been going on for 23 years. Remember kicking off this series when we were just running pickup races way back in the day, man. I guess it's been 22 years. 2001 as when the Saturday Night Thunder started, just doing some pickup races. And now we're here still going strong. And we're going to be at Nashville Super Speedway tonight. 120 laps race number 7. Beat the Broadcaster Night. Take a look at Paul Brown coming out here in his new paint scheme. Take a look at Paul Brown right now. He's in the 70 car. Brand new paint scheme, Mountain Dew scheme. Looking good, man. Looking good on that paint scheme. And I don't think he has Photoshop either. I think he may have done that on GIMP, so good job to him. Right now, 16 drivers, and I would suggest you will probably have a few more here shortly after quals. So it takes a little while to get around this joint. And Paul Brown likely to be up front here after quals are said and done. One of the first out on the track. 48.530 for Salviev in the Toyota. He's at the top of the grid. Let's see what Paul Brown lays down. Excuse me, that 48.530. Paul Brown, 48.875 for Paul Brown. Lap number 2. How about Ritsky Novar in the 19 car? And 5:30 is the time to beat. Ritsky Novar, likely one of those drivers that can maybe put a little pressure here on Salviev. Salviev, a late join too. Races in the Saturday Night Thunder with us periodically. Paul Brown now to the top of the grid with the 237. That 70 car. There we go. Salviev's first lap. 48.712 for Salviev. Salviev, excuse me, Ritsky Novar. I take that back. Ritsky Novar. I say Salviev. Man, what am I doing? Novar 6th on the grid with a 5.56. Now Nikolai Gerasimov running in the 7X machine. Gerasimov, one of those guys, man, just flat out drive anything. We've seen him in the GT3 series, seen him in Indy cars, see him in the Toyota here in the stock cars. This is on his out lap, so getting ready to get his timed lap in. Gerasimov in the Toyota. Looks like we have 13 drivers who have qualified so far. A couple of them still on their second lap. Gordon Carter, the top of the grid. The 0.43. So here we go, Gerasimov. Using that middle line, coming off turn 4. Let's see where Gerasimov is. A little bit behind in those first two sectors on lap number 1. 6.54, 10th right now for Gerasimov. Alexander Meshkov in the 57 car. Always enjoy watching Meshkov's YouTube channel. That's a bold move, man. Driving from your cockpit and recording that at the same time. I've done a few of those, and I'm always like, man, if I mess up, it's out there for the world to see. Here we go, Meshkov in the 57 car, 48.189, fourth on the grid for the 57. Good run there. He's got another lap to put in. How about this, Stanislav Pavlov in the 62 car. 4.67 for Pavlov, 10th on the grid. Alexander Meshkov looks like backing off that second lap, so he is 4th on the grid. Pavlov down to the inside, hugging that yellow line. Here we go, coming off turn 4, Stanislav Pavlov, lap number 2 to 62 car, 2.46 for Pavlov, 8th on the grid. Looks like he might be the last one. It looks like Gordon Carter is the pole winner here today. So congratulations to him. So again, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate everybody joining us here. Quals are over, and we will give you the results here once qualification session officially ends. All right, welcome back to the High Octane Racing League Saturday Showdown Series. This is TurnLeftTV. I'm your broadcaster, Heath Johnson. And 80-lap race here today. Going to be a lot of fun, I believe. Good track. Let's take a look at the track here at Daytona. Who doesn't know Daytona, huh? 2.5-mile tri-oval. Banking in the turns at 31 degrees. A lot of room to race here. Banking in the tri-oval, 18 degrees. Staying above the line in the tri-oval. And looks like we had a mass boot. So thank you for coming in. And Daytona, an interesting track, that's for sure. We'll take a look at the qualification results. And Gordon Carter qualifies in P1. Sean Jacobs qualifies on the outside pole. John Stanley, Alexander Meshkov, 3rd and 4th. Nikolai Gerasimov, Tim Lansbury, 5th and 6th. Paul Brown and Stanislav Pavlov qualify 7th and 8th, respectively. Alexei Salviev qualifies 9th. Dennis Yudichin qualifies in the 10th position. Qualifying in P11 will be Ritsky Novar in the 19 car. Josh Brink qualifies 12th in his first race out. Yuta Prezanta qualifies 13th. Revian Gumilar, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. First time I've seen that name. He's racing Iqbal Kurti Owens, number 77, Ford, qualifies in 14th. And Mata Indika qualifies in the 15th position. I think we're going to have about 16 drivers. Maybe 17 when it's all said and done. So about 7.5 minutes left here in the warm-up session. High Octane Racing League GT3 Series will be back in action on February the 25th. They'll be at Red Bull Ring. This is a fun track, man. Look out, man. This is going to be broadcast live to you. 60-minute race starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's coming up on February the 25th, right here on TurnLeftTV. Check out our picture-in-picture, or side-by-side, I should say. Make sure that's working. Looks like it is. Take a look at our 56 car in the 82. Gordon Carter in that 56. The 82, Tim Lansbury. Working together here, get some drafting practice in. So who am I picking to win? That's a good question. Salviev asking. Man, I'll tell you what, my pick to win tonight. Glad you reminded me of that. I was talking to Meshkov on Discord here, and looked down. I'm going to pick Gordon Carter to win here. How about that? So that's who I'm picking to win. See if that pops up. There we go. Gordon Carter's my pick to win this race. Right now, in a little bit of a holding pattern here. I think with the skin transfers taking an RF2, like anything else, is broken. So people get disconnected that are bringing in their own skins, or maybe somebody bringing in their own skin and cause somebody else to get disconnected for some reason. Some of the quirks of this game. They call Studio 397 three guys in a garage. Now we're going to tell you what else I add to that, but yeah. Kind of ridiculous, actually, in some of this stuff that they break, or they don't fix, or they refuse to fix. The low-budget operation, apparently. Not a lot of people very happy with them when you start thinking about what happened at the virtual Le Mans race and all the issues they had with that. One way to have to continue to put out a statement explaining yourself, and that's fix the problem. So we are in a warm-up session right here, waiting for Salviev to get back in. Alexei Salviev. Let's keep our fingers crossed that everybody is good to go. I see a little bit of a hitch here. That's him joining the game. Ritsky Novar earned some bonus points. Ritsky Novar earned some bonus points with Alexei. Picking him to win. That's a good pick. It's a good pick here. All right, here we go, I believe. Get ready to go to race here in the Saturday Showdown series. Let's hope everybody stays connected on the switchover. All right, it looks like they have. Oh, my God. It's pretty bad when we're excited for people staying connected to the game. So, race number 1, 80 laps here today at Daytona. And we got our picks to win the race here. Already locked in. Too late now, baby. Let's take a look at the starting order. Gordon Carter starts in P1. Sean Jacobs starts second. John Stanley will start third. Alexander Meshkov starts in the 4th position. Starting in 5th will be Nikolai Gerasimov. Tim Lansbury starts 6th. Paul Brown 7th. Stanislav Pavlov will start in the 8th position. Starting in 9th will be Denis Yudichin. Looks like they're actually going back to warm-up for some reason. These guys better get it figured out. I'm going to run out of music. I'm going to have to start stripping or something. Let's see here. Let me get the cam out. Hold on here. Oh. Wait a minute here. Too much. Not sure what's going on with the green, but yeah, great. See, Ritzky was asking me to put on a good show, so I mean, come on. That's all I'm trying to do, Ritzky. All right, let's keep our fingers crossed here. Looks like Gordon Carter has returned. All right, Gordon Carter starts in P1, Shard Jacobs second, John Stanley third, Alexander Meshkov starts in the fourth position. Starting in fifth will be Nikolai Gerasimov. Tim Lansbury starts in sixth. Paul Brown starts in seventh. Stanislav Pavlov will start in the eighth position. Starting in ninth will be Alexei Salviev. Denis Yudichin starts 10th. Ritzky Novar 11th. Josh Brink will start in the 12th position. Starting in 13th will be Unipresanta. Revian Gumilar starts in 14th. Mata Indica starts 15th. Satria Pandu Wichaksano starts in the 16th position. And Alexander Macon starts in 17th. My keys to the race here at Daytona. You got to work that draft, man. Risk versus reward. You got to exercise a little bit of patience when you're traveling around here, man. Get really, really racy with maybe about 10, 15 laps to go. Exercise some patience. Make good pit stops. You're going to have to pit with some friends. You're going to have to pit with some frenemies. And you're going to have to use those frenemies to be able to win this race. Those are my keys here at Daytona International. And Gordon Carter will lead the field to take the green flag as Sean Jacobs on the outside pole. A couple Chevys here leading the charge. Followed by a couple Fords. John Stanley starts in third. Meshkov fourth. Gerasimov in a 7X Toyota starts in the fifth position. Lansbury starts sixth. Pace car going to come in this time, and we're going to get after it here. Daytona weekend, baby. Pace car's off. Here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Green, green, green. Here in the Saturday Showdown series. Yeah, guys jostling around here already. There's Gordon Carter, the leader. Sean Jacobs tucks in the second position on the inside line as John Stanley in the 12 car follows him. So jostling around, everybody looks like they want to try to get down to that bottom line. Meshkov in the 57 car up on the high line. He's followed by the 62 with Stanislav Pavlov. Right, trying to settle in here and figure it out. Just get in line and start racing here. Get some good laps in as we're taking a look at Dennis Yunichin in the 47 car. Up on the high sides, following Stanislav Pavlov in the 62. We got a yellow flag here. Back in the pack, it looks like. Alexander Macon is off the pace in that 8 car. Macon in the 8. It looks like he's retired his machine. Not sure what happened there to him, but he is out of the race. Looks like he may have spun. There's been some contact with the two. So Macon off the pace and out of the race, actually, as Gordon Carter will take the caution flag. Let's take a look and see what happened here as take a look at this 8 car. And it gets up the track right there, and man, the 77 was off pace, and now the 8 car got into the back of him, it looked like. Take a look here as this number 8 Supra. And it might have been a little bit of warping on that 77 car. It really warped backwards quite a bit right there as the 8 car doesn't actually make any contact. Gets down to the apron, trying to avoid, and then up into the wall. It looked like that maybe Wichaksano, or excuse me, the 77 car might have been warping backwards here a little bit. Take a look. Yeah, that's a little warped backwards right there, and that just not good for the 8 car. He is out of the race. I don't think he really had a lot of damage, but take a look here. As he got into, I don't think he actually made any contact. If you take a look, the 8 didn't really make any contact there. And then a spin. Oh, he does get into the wall right there, backs it into the wall. Really not, something that would be that significant. But he decided to end his night. Looked like a little bit of a warping situation there on the 77 car. One of our newer drivers, Revion Gumular. And what a tough break there for Macon. And here we are in lap 2, and he's out of the race. Kind of got to wonder if some of these guys are going to be coming down pit lane. As we'll go back to live here and take a look at Josh Brink in the 13 car. Excuse me, in the 13th position, the 2X machine. He is coming down pit lane. Looks like the 60, or excuse me, is that the 62 also coming down pit lane, I believe. Actually, that's Wichak Sano coming down pit lane in the 42. So Wichak Sano on pit lane, the 2X car on pit lane. Take a look at Wichak Sano in his skin. Get that in the car set next time around, I believe. Who he used to upload his skin. This will tell us. Yeah, he used the 4X car right there. So Gordon Carter the leader as Sean Jacobs follows in the 24 car. High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series will be in action February 24th. 125 laps for the Busted Knuckles 125 special event. Going to give away some prizes to the drivers. And Phoenix Raceway, a great track. Going to be really, really fun race. And we're going to honor the memory of Lauren Stopperworth for the Busted Knuckles 125. Lauren drove the 41 car. And hopefully we'll get a big field ad for that with the Bushwhackers guys. Now, I would suggest to you that Gordon Carter's going to take the inside line here on this restart. John Stanley is now in second as Sean Jacobs has come down pit lane. So when Jacobs topping off with fuel in the 24 car, coming back out. Prezantis, Salviev, Novar, and Revion on pit lane. Prezantis coming back out in the 3X car, followed by Salviev and Ritsky Dovar. So a quickie little caution here, and nobody to blame there, really. That was a warping issue. And we do get that sometimes, and we got folks racing from Russia, Indonesia, Ukraine, or else Canada, United States here today. And normally we get some guys from the Netherlands, sometimes from Britain, and so forth. So a lot of different connections. Drivers from Poland once in a while. Pretty amazing that everybody can join and get as clean a connection as they do. And for some of these guys, you wouldn't know certainly where they are in the world. What's amazing to me is here we have some drivers from Indonesia. Just as I say that, it looks like Ritsky Novar has dropped. And for the most part, good, solid connections here. Novar, something going on with him, and he'll be able to rejoin. He might have been on pit lane when that happened. Looks like he has still a little bit of a countdown there. Not sure where he's at. So it looks like he has dropped from TeamSpeak, but he is out on the track. Just cannot see the car right now. So I don't know where he's at. All right, Gordon Carter is the leader. John Stanley's second. 7X of Nikolai Gerasimov third. Tim Lansbury is fourth. And Alexander Meshkov will start in the fifth position. Stanislav Pavlov starts in P6. Long caution flags here, man. You get a caution flag, you're looking at a good 5-6 minutes, 7 minutes maybe of caution laps before you get this thing back going. Novar, no idea where Ritsky Novar is at right now. He's showing it still on the track, but sure where Ritsky's at.
Green flag, go, go,
All right, back to green. It says Novar is the leader. That is not correct. No idea where he's at. There we go. Gordon Carter back to the lead. Gerasimov is in second. John Stanley third. Tim Lansbury is in the fourth position. Take a look at Meshkov down on the bottom side here in the 57 car. Now starting to put a little pressure here on that front three, jumping behind the 7X car. To the 56 of Gordon Carter is the leader. Gerasimov second, Meshkov in third. Wichaksano up to the fifth position. Unichin is in fourth. We'll take a look at Wichaksano in the 42 car. The 2X of Josh Brink follows him. 3X also. Oh, we got some. Got a big crash right there with the 72 and the 99. Also the 77 involved. And these guys just get a little bit too racy, I think, right now. Take a look here and see what happened. See what looks like the 99 comes up the track, gets into the 72. And smashes the wall there. 72 didn't really have anywhere to go on that one. On board here with Salviev. Right there, he gets kind of squeezed by the 99 car. Things happen in a hurry. And the 77 had a ringside seat for that as well. On board here with him. And then into the back of the 72. So you take a look. 99 goes down to the middle lane. The 72 fills that spot, and then 99 coming up the track and getting into the 77, squeezing him into the wall. And it's like getting into the 72. We're back here and take a look at this out of the back of the 62 car. Right here, the Camry goes up to the high line, and then at 99, it's like he had committed to the middle line and then went back up to the high line. Go back up here to live. So the 56. Is the leader, 7X. Gerasimov in second. Meshkov third. Utichin in fourth. Wichexano is in fifth. Running a few laps here under caution, and looks like we are. That one right there was a little bit of a misjudgment, I think, on trying to get back up into the high line, but no big deal. That happens sometimes. But, think right now, I think, is just to settle in here, get some good green flag laps in under our second caution flag. Don't forget, a little bit later, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be at Nashville Super Speedway for 120 laps in the Saturday Night Thunder. This is a great track, man. It really is a lot of fun. It's a third-party track, most of which Cha-Cha worked on. Chachalowski, I helped a little bit in smoothing out some mesh on this track, and I have a lot of fun racing this track. A little bit of a flat super speedway and a concrete, a little tough on tires, but a lot of fun. Racing starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the Saturday Night Thunder, that's coming up tonight. Looks like Ritsky Novar has shown back up on the grid. That's good. In the 19 car, we lost him there for a little while, man. Invisible. Never seen that happen, actually. Givaldo joining us in the chat session. And showed up just a little bit late, man. Givaldo, maybe he's been to Carnival. Guilty as charged, Givaldo. Next year, I need some tickets to Brazil so I can celebrate Carnival. Some old man walking around there. That'd be me, getting lost. The High Octane Racing League GT3 Series will be back in action in this time slot next week, February 25th, Red Bull Ring. 60-minute race, a great track here than GT3 Series. We'll take a look at that schedule right there, actually. And that's the third race of the season. Next week, or the 2 weeks after that, will be at Zandvoort. Another great track. You see Interlagos, Portland, and Daytona Road Course actually running that race again. We had a little trouble there with the Daytona track, and some guys got some cut track penalties, most of which I think were legit. But just to do them some justice, we will run that track again at the end of the season. Looks like we're going green this time by, I believe. Gerasimov in second, Meshkov third, Wichaksano fourth. Givaldo picking Paul Brown to win this race. Paul Brown right now in the 8th position in the Chevy. Got a new paint scheme in the 70 car. Take a look at his new paint scheme. Running in P8, going to start on the outside line. Sean Jacobs going to start in 7th, I believe. Actually looks like John Stanley going to start in P7. Jacobs will start in the 9th position. Now these guys just settle down here, get some good green flag laps in. 42 looked like he might have, Wichaksano might have warped there just a little bit. Be careful there. So the pace car going in this time by, and we'll start lap 15 here at Daytona.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Back to green. Gordon Carter leading the field here, followed by Alexander Meshkov for that bottom line is 7X. Gerasimov trying to tuck in, and Meshkov giving him a lot of room. And he tucks in. Now in P2. So the 7X car of Nikolai Gerasimov. High line here, that 42, Wichaksano, followed by the 47, Denis Yudichin. Those guys not going anywhere by themselves up on that high line. Ritsky Novar in the 19 car. Ritsky Novar up on the high side. You see Dennis Yuderchin dropping down. He had a hurry down to the bottom side. He is in the 11th position. A couple guys there off the pace a little bit. Josh Brink and also the 99. Off pace just a little bit. And also the 77 car. They have fallen off the draft. Alexander Macon out of the race. A tough break there for him. Nose to tail here is the Gordon Carter machine leading the field in that 56 car. Gerasimov second, Meshkov in third. 3X of Yuta Prezanta running in P4. John Stanley just behind him in the 12 car. Running in the top 5. Paul Brown up to the 6th position. Lansbury is in 7th. Take a look at Tim Lansbury in the 82 out of the front of his machine at the 70 of Paul Brown. That Mountain Dew sponsor machine. Just behind him, looks like a little bit of a battle there between the 42 and the 24. Could we see another palindrome? We might. If he gets that car down in line or tucks behind the 24 car. 19 giving a little bit of a shove up on that high line. The 42 holding his own. A little bit of a gap there between the 24 and the 82. Sean Jacobs in the 24 car side by side with the 42. Jacobs now closing in on that 82. Out of the throttle there to keep from running into the back of the 82 in the tri-oval. This outside line not really going anywhere, and I don't think we would expect them to do so. Salviev up there as well at 72. Only 3 cars up on the outside line, so right now I'd be more comfortable tucking in on the bottom line. See the 19 and the 42 also up on the high side. Salviev in the 72 car. Yuderchin leaving a little bit of a gap, now closing it up behind the 62. Stanislav Pavlov in that 62 car. Right now running in the 12th position on the inside line. Now they get a little 3 wide here. The 72 giving it a peek. Tucks back in. Yuta Prezanta in the 3X car, running behind the 57 of Alexander Meshkov. John Stanley just behind in the 12. Looking out of the back of Yuta Prezanta's machine, you see John Stanley in the 12 car. Stanley Tools Mustang, just behind him is the 70 of Paul Brown. This guy's dipping below the yellow line just a little bit. Get that thing back up on the track. Outside line starting to work a little bit here as those guys pushing. Keep staying together. Pretty organized right now, and they're going to get about halfway up there, and then they're going to start falling back, I think. They'll oscillate back to the back of the pack, and then do it again. Those 3 guys working together. Wichaksano leading that crew. Stanislav Pavlov off the pace here just a little bit, dropping back. And looks like the 47 with him, so these guys wanting to hold on to the draft. A good run here by the 62. Is he going to give the room to the Salviev and Wichaksano and also Ritsky Novar? Stanislav Pavlov, Dennis Yuderchin running nose to tail. Yuderchin in 13th, Pavlov in 12th. Leaving some room for these guys. Take a look at the 24, Sean Jacobs. He is running in the 11th position on the inside line. Just ahead of him is the 82 of Tim Lansbury. Our race leader is the 56 of Gordon Carter. Gerasimov just behind him, and Alexander Meshkov is in third. Unipresenta fourth. Wichaksano is in the 5th position. He's up on the high line. He's going to give up that spot to John Stanley, who is on that bottom line. Gordon Carter, the leader. High Place Racing sponsor machine. High Place moving. In P1 as the 7X follows him in that Toyota. One car out of the race. Alexander Macon out of the race. Back the car into the wall. Trying to avoid a warping 77 car. These guys maybe are thinking about getting something started up on the high line. Maybe a little bit of conversation on the radio. 3X goes to the high line. 3X, Unipresenta, maybe going to try to help. Wichaksano on the high line. Ritsky Novar up there as well. Salviev. Oh, there's contact right there. Bad news. Bad news. They start hitting each other in the turn, and that is a horrible place to start doing bump drafting. Bump drafting in the turns, not good. .3X off the pace. Let's take a look and see what happened here. See, the 3X goes to the high line, and these guys start beating each other up here on the back end. And then right there, they get into the wall. 42 gets into the wall. Oh, the 62 had nowhere to go. And again, watch this. See the 3X that went up to the high line. The 42 gave him a shot, gave him another shot right there. And gets out of whack right here. You see this? The 42 goes up on the high side. These guys carrying so much speed, and then it bottlenecks right there, and there's more contact. And then right into the front of the 62 car. Pavlov, he had nowhere to go. I mean, he was just a passenger here. You see those guys getting together, and then, oh, Pavlov, nowhere to go. Hard lick for the 62. It all kicked off when Presenta went up to the high side. See, there's contact right there. More contact right here, and it gets out of whack. He gets up to the high line, and then boom. And then all heck breaks loose. On board here with Ritsky Novar. So the contact there as well. And then more contact and contact with the wall. And Wichaksano is now coming around. Take a look at this. Is a little extracurricular. I think Wichaksano, he spins again. So he's got some big-time problems. All right, Gordon Carter, the leader, and they're coming down pit lane. These guys all making pit stops now. '70 Paul Brown coming out, jumping out ahead of these guys. So Paul Brown, the '70 car, gets off pit lane first, and followed by Gordon Carter, Meshkoff third, Lansbury fourth. Definitely the little bit of a shakeup there in the order. And Wichaksano is on pit lane, still taking service. So big time damage for the 42 car. And he is on pit lane, taking some service. So Satria, Pandu, Wichaksano on pit lane. It looks like he's finished up his pit stop, coming back out on track now. Paul Brown is the leader here in the '70 car. Gordon Carter was going to start in the second position. Meshkoff, Lansbury going to start in P3, P4. And don't forget the High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series will be back in action next week, February the 24th, in a very special event, the Busted Knuckles 125, to honor Lawrence Stopperworth. Racing will start at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the broadcast, flag-to-flag coverage there from Phoenix. 125 laps coming up on Friday, February the 24th. Let's take a look how we're doing on our keys to the race. Work the draft. Well, you know, that Highline situation there wasn't so much good work in the draft. Risk versus reward. I'm going to say probably so far about a D- on that one. Patience, D-. Good pit stops. Well, we haven't had any green flag pit stops yet. Frenemies. Going to have to shake hands with some guys, man. You don't know. I think we'll do a C on that one. But working the draft, risk versus reward, and patience are the big things we got to work on here in the Showdown series here at Daytona. And it looks like we're going to go green this time by, as Paul Brown in that Mountain Dew Chevy Camaro now up front. Givaldo says Carnival is not his beach. Ah, come on, man. I was hoping I'd have some place to stay when I went down there to Brazil to go to Carnival. I got to have a place to stay, Givaldo. Come on, man. But you're going to rent the sofa to me. The couch. You're my designated driver. All right, here we go. We round turn 4. Lights are out on the pace car. Getting back going here for lap 30. Starting to get to pretty close to halfway. Third caution flag. It's getting a little impatient here, man. I like to line up single file and just let it play out here. Let these guys, let the green flag pit stop shake out and then figure out where I come out, who I'm working with. And we can get after it in the last 10 laps of this race as the 70 car leads the field. Back to green. Gordon Carter got a good little push from the 82 of Tim Lansbury. Gordon Carter got an inch ahead. Is that Gordon Carter back to the lead? Got somebody off the pace there. Take a look at the 99. Mata Adika is the 7X car. Off just a little bit. That's Gerasimov. Almost a big pile up there. Now we got an outside line that's materializing. So the 99, Mata Adika. That's Psychopath E-Racing Committee. Oh, the 3X up the track. Here we go. Yellow flag. And it looks like Wichak Sano back involved. And Wichak Sano off the pace. So it looked like there might have been some lag, maybe. Am I hearing? Wichak Sano was spun around. Take a look at Wichak Sano in that 42 car. Oh, man, right there, contact. Oh, and then more contact. Take a look here. The 42 is up on the high side. And then into the wall there. And then, oh, my heavens, man. Hard lick for Wichak Sano. And Salviev, he had nowhere to go here, which is he's going to end up getting taken out. On board here with him. Actually, it looks like the 19 straight into the wall. Salviev, watch that, out of the front of his machine. On board here with Alexei Salviev. And watch Wichak Sano's up on the high side into the wall and then down the track and gets into the 19. And the 19 way up into the wall as well as a result. The 19 absolutely got devastated on that one. If you watch him, he's trying to get through this. And the 42 coming down the track right here and gets into the back of the 19. And the 19 does a good job of hanging on to that thing, but he got into the wall pretty hard. On board here with Wichak Sano. Smacking the wall there and then comes across and gets into the 19 car. Looking out of the back of, see the 42 smacking the wall, coming down and getting into the 19. And that's what brings out the caution flag. So it looked like Wichaksano had a lot of damage from that. A lot of damage on that earlier incident, and you know, the front end of that car was not operating correctly. It looked like it wasn't sticking there. Tim Lansbury is running in the second position. Pretty quiet night here for Tim Lansbury, the 82 Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. But he has quietly got the car up front. Britsky Novard coming back out on track after making pit stop here in the 19 car. We get a little bit of a hitching on that side. God, I'm going to get a capture card, I think, to fix this. This didn't actually do this when I used another computer for my second one, but this a little bit better computer, higher resolution, seems to be a little problematic for me. Always a work in progress. So hopefully going to get a capture card for that computer here very soon. Hopefully that'll alleviate some of the problems. Don't forget to head on over to my YouTube channel, and well, if you're watching this, you're on my YouTube channel, but don't forget to smash the bell and subscribe. Please hit the thumbs up button and let me know you were here. And then if you would share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. Also, if you'd like to help us out, you can donate to my channel through PayPal. There's a link up in the banner of the channel on the right side. Also, a quick link to the Discord server, the Facebook, and also Twitter for TurnLeftTV. And you can also click on the links in the description of this race if you'd like to make a donation to the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network hospitals. There's a link in the description of the race. Also, Sim Labs website. If you want a sim rig or some racing equipment through Sim Labs, please use my link. I'm an affiliate through them. I have the GT1 Evo sim rig and love it, man. Got my Fanatec stuff attached to that and absolutely love the stuff. I've been able to buy some stuff, customized stuff, of either get it straight off eBay or go through 8020.net and buy some custom stuff to attach to my sim rig, and I've just been able to expand the thing, and it's been really nice. Very solid, and actually hooked just a regular old car seat up on the thing, so I don't have really a racing seat. I just have a seat out of a little Pontiac Fiero. Pretty easy to do. So Gordon Carter in the 56 car leading some laps here under caution. He drops down to the bottom there. Maybe a little bit of fuel save strategy there, huh? So I think we're going to go green this time by. Lansbury to start at the outside line of Skyland Chili Ford Mustang. The 56, Gordon Carter, will lead the field and take the green flag. 70, Paul Brown starts in third. Dennis Schuderson, the 47, starts in a fourth position. Meshkoff starts fifth. Josh Brink has that car up to the sixth position, the 2X car. Look at Josh Brink in the 2X. Pace car's off. Here we go. Well, back to great. Gordon Carter will lead the field to take lap 36. 47 into the back of the 82 car. A little bit more of a shot from the 47 here on this restart. On board here with Gordon Carter. There's a little bit of room there for the 82, and he dives down to the inside line. That leaves Dennis Schuderson up on the I side, leading that train.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
A yellow flag here, my God. Ritsky Novar and a 77 in the fence. Zonta gets through that, but it looks like, I don't know if Wiechuk Sano got caught up in that or not. He might have been too far back, but a 77 and the 19 in the fence here. Looks like maybe these guys might have gotten together. These guys not giving each other any breaks, that's for sure. Take a look here as the 19 and 77 up the track and comes back down. More contact right there and oscillating. It gets into the back of the 72 just a little bit. The 19 gets caught. And does the 72 escape disaster? He does. 42 gets caught up in that. Man, did that 72 avoid disaster or what? Watch this, out of the back of his car. See the 77 gets up into the wall, comes back down, and then watch this. How in the world do you time that? He avoided the 77 and he avoided the 19. Full speed. Avoids the 77. Avoids the 19. Incredible. He does a good job of avoiding that right there. And the 77 coming down the track. Right here. Oh, no, he gets into him a little bit right there. A little bit of contact, but huge contact for the 19. And then drifted up the track into the fence. And Sean Jacobs somehow got through that. On board here with Sean Jacobs. Watch this. And then those guys in the fence. 42 had nowhere to go. Looks like Salviev has gotten frustrated and come down pit lane and retired his machine. So we're going to get some guys coming down pit lane here at this time, I believe. Probably some guys top it off with fuel. We're approaching halfway. So on board here with Gordon Carter as he completes his pit stop. And Gordon Carter warped. Looks like he's lost his connection. So now Yuta Prezanta is the leader. Lansbury second, Meshkov third. Paul Brown is in fourth. Gerasimov fifth. So it looks like Carter got booted from the race, and also John Stanley might have dropped out. So probably got tired of running around under caution here, as we're now just a halfway, and I think we're somewhere around 6 caution flags. This is, I told them this is the easiest track to drive in all ovals. Certainly with, if you throw road courses in there, that's not going to change my opinion. This is the easiest track to drive, and that could be some of the problem. These guys that don't have as much of experience on ovals aren't really sure how to drive in traffic. It really is an easy track. You can almost drive this track with your eyes closed. Don't forget to follow us over at highoctaneracing.net. Get updates of schedule changes or what series we have running. You can scroll through the schedule and see when your next race is coming up. rFactor 2 times. You want to see who's running what throughout the week? You can click on the rFactor 2 times page. And also a quick link to TurnLeftTV. And a quick link to our Discord server here at highoctaneracing.net. So it looks like Yuta Prezanta is the leader, and he's going to use the outside line. That puts Tim Lansbury in the 82 on the inside line. As they go down the backstretch, we'll get ready to go back green. Paul Brown's going to start in 4th. Meshkoff down on the inside line will start in 3rd. He has kept himself out of trouble pretty much all night long. We take a look at Alexander Meshkoff in the 57 car. He's going to start on this inside and really has kept his car pretty clean here tonight. So we'll see if Alexander Meshkoff can keep this car up front and maybe put it in victory lane. Nice looking paint scheme there from Meshkoff in the Ford. We get ready to go back green. Yuta Prezanta will lead the field to take the green flag. 82 on the inside.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Back to green. As Prezanta leads the field into turn 1. Dropping down to the inside, and 82 is going to give the 70 a little bit of room there to get down as well. Some communication there. And those guys up on the outside line, I think, would be best served if they would get down to the inside and go some single file racing here. Maybe get some green flag pit stops in. The 70 going to the high side. Battling the 3X. 70 car gets around. The 3X now tucks in the second position. Uterchin up on the high line is the 2X, Josh Brink. And the 24 of Sean Jacobs also up on the high line. So we're on board here with the 47 car. Battling the 7X. 7X on the inside line. And that is Nikolai Gerasimov. Been a quiet night here for Gerasimov as Dennis Uterchin tucks into the 47 car. Quiet night here for Gerasimov, and we have a spin. And it looks like maybe the 3X came around. Yuta Prezanta in the 3X car off the pace. Take a look here as Prezanta going up to the high side. And then coming back down across the 82 car. Prezanta got up out of the groove here. It looks like a little bit. Is the 82 on the bottom line. Prezanta going to the high side, and the 82 trying to fill that spot, and then Prezanta coming back down across the nose of the 82 car. As probably didn't expect the 82 to be there. There was more contact there, extracurricular. Gerasimov and the 82 got together as well. Take a look here as this is Meshkov actually in front. We don't get a good look at that. We'll take a look at a Meshkov's machine. There was a little bit of contact here between the 7X and the 82. Right here, as Lansbury trying to fill that spot, and the 3X car coming across the nose. So Paul Brown, the leader. Saturday Night Thunder headed your way just in a little while. It's at Nashville Super Speedway, 120 laps here at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Race number 7 of the season. And the Saturday Night Thunder, a fun series, man. Great Cup Series action headed your way. Beat the broadcaster nights. 75% damage setting, 1X tires, 1X fuel setting as well. And it would be a lot of fun at Nashville Super Speedway in the Saturday Night Thunder. So now Sean Jacobs is the leader. Ritsky Novar shown in second, but Ritsky Novar in the 19 car. Now we got that 77 car that's kind of sandwiched in between, and he is shown in the 13th position. So the 77 car is going to be coming down pit lane, it looks like, making his pit stop, and also the 19 of Ritsky Novar on pit lane. So 19 coming down as the 77 as well. So the 77 ducking into the pit stall here, taking some service. And also the 19 on pit lane. Now, the 24 and the 57 up front here, the 7X and also the 62. All right, here we go. 24 and the 57 side by side. The 7X and the 62 side by side. Guterchin and Wichaksano going to start side by side as well. And we'll see how this works out. Pray for green flag runs, man. I think we've had maybe somewhere on the order of about 6 or 7 laps at the most with these guys. This is I told them, this is the easiest track to drive in all of racing, in my opinion. It is the easy track. It's easier than Dega. I mean, it has to be. Dega gets a little bit of, with stock cars, there's a lot of kind of oscillating, according effect of guys slowing down. This particular deal here, we've seen just guys trying to use that high line early and getting themselves into trouble, getting into the back of other cars and coming across the front of cars and so forth. Not a lot of sense being displayed here. Well, Sean Jacobs loves these super speedways, and he is going to lead the field to take the green flag.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Back to green as the 57 up on the outside line. That is Alexander Meshkov battling the 24 of Sean Jacobs. Side by side here as Jacobs has a little bit of advantage now. 7X down below the yellow line just a little bit, trying to hold on. That was Gerasimov, 7X car. The 57 of Meshkov racing him on the outside line. One board here with Nikolai Gerasimov. Stanislav Pavlov in the 62 car up on the outside line. A little bit more cars up on the outside line. Looks like the 57 car dives down, leaves Stanislav Pavlov out to dry. And Pavlov now going to get down to the inside. Yuta Prezanta in the 3X car. On the inside, we've got a couple cars still up on the outside. Looks like the 99 Mata Indica up on the outside line in the 8th position. Nose to tail there, a good 8-9 cars. Nose to tail on the bottom line. The 42 down there as well. That's Wichaksano, I believe, in the 42 car. 82 to 70 in the 2X. Oh, man, Wichaksano coming around. Does he keep it straight? No, he doesn't. Get a caution flag. Wichaksano there, I don't know, man. It looks like a self-spin to me. And another caution flag. Looks like a self-spin there. Wichaksano. So he gets down below right there. Bad news. Because he's got that car up on the bank and down also the left side's on the flat part of the track, and it causes that car to drift up, stays out of the 2X, but then oscillates there, completely spins that car into the fence. So the 2X does a good job of keep from getting hit right there. Oh, man, hard lick for the 42 car. So go back to live here as Sean Jacobs leading the field. Looks like he's DNF. So we got half the field out of the race. I mean, half the field is out of the race right now, boys and girls. Just about, anyway. Sean Jacobs leading a lot of laps here under caution. These guys, I just don't get it. This track is the easiest track to drive. I can't say that enough. It really is the easiest track to drive. I've been driving sim racing for, about 24 years, 23 years, actually a little bit more than that, even before NASCAR 4 was doing sim racing. So NASCAR 1 all the way up through where we are now. So online since 2000. So where we at? 23 years online. And this is, in my opinion, the easiest track to drive. We do have some guys on pit lane. And we got about, looking at somewhere around 25 laps to go. 24 of those will be under caution at this point. Salviev actually letting his thoughts be known. Saddened how a lot of people don't believe in outside here. That's true. They don't really. It is a fun track if you can get that outside line working, but we got some guys here with a little less experience in the stock cars. And running at Daytona. That's part of the problem, I think. The 24 and the 57 will start nose to tail. We are doing single file restarts on this. See if this can't help them out a little bit. Probably should have done this a little bit earlier. So Jacobs, Meshkov, Prezanta, Lansbury, and Mata and Dika. The top 5 here on this restart. Wichaksano out of the race, says he had some problems with his game crashing, so that's unfortunate. Sorry to see that. So we'll be doing some Nashville Super Speedway a little bit later in the Saturday Night Thunder. Probably should stream that. That'll be a better situation there, it looks like. These guys going to come down pit lane. Take some service. So a whole slew of them on pit lane. We're getting to 1 to go. Sean Jacobs into his pit stall here, maybe topping off some fuel. So no tires for Jacobs. And now get some fuel in the tank. And it looks like Meshkov gets out ahead. So the 3X of Yuta Prezanta now the leader as Pavlov is second, Novar third, and then Ravian Gumilar is in the fourth position. Alexander Meshkov will start 5th, and I think he might be the first one who has pitted. The rest of these guys, I think, stayed out. So single file restart here, and maybe these guys will just stay single file. How about that? We get a little bit of back there in the back. It looked like Mata might be.
Green flag, go, go, go.
This guy's back in the back here as we're back to green. A single file restart. And maybe these guys will just stay single file here for a little bit. Start figuring it out with about 10 to go. So Yuta Prezanta is the leader as Stanislav Pavlov in the second position. Ritsky Novar third. Gumilar is 4th. Meshkov is in the 5th position. Going board here with Stanislav Pavlov on that right side in the 62 car, and Yuta Prezante is the leader. Prezante the leader as 62 is in second. Ritsky Novar in the third position. He's now starting to get a little bit racy now. 99 car, Mata Udika. Keep him in the conversation, man, of winning this race. Not a super aficionado at the stock cars. This guy's a road course racer, but here he is running in the sixth position in the 99. Psychopath E-Racing. I think he's like the president. He's the team leader, man. He's the guy that everybody looks to in the Psychopath E-Racing squad. One of those guys with the they call him the psychos. He's up on the high side. He's got the 77 car just behind him as that bottom line starting to get together here and move. It's a little bit more safer once you get this thing single file, as Paul Brown getting by in that 70 car, 82 and the 2X. Those guys will tuck in. Sean Jacobs now leading this charge up on the outside line. The 24, the 70, the 82, and the 2X all up on the outside, starting to make something happen. As Prezante continuing to lead here on lap 61. And outside line starting to organize a little bit. It's been a little bit of a disaster all race long. And now we're starting to see it get a little competitive. Sean Jacobs to the outside. He might have led that lap, so Jacobs now inching ahead of Yuta Prezante. Prezante in the 3X car on the bottom line, trying to get something organized here so he can hold on to that spot. Jacobs has some help, though. 70, 82, the 2X, and the 77 all up on the high line. And these guys inch ahead. '99 goes up to the high side as well. And that's how you use the high side, boys, right there. You can tell that stock car experience out of those guys. 77 car wanted to dip down and squeeze in, but Prezante was able to hold on to that spot on the inside line. He tucks in behind the 2X car. The 77 and the 99 and now up on the high line. Tim Lansbury in the 82 running in the third position. Just behind Paul Brown in the 70 car. It's a little bit of an organization issue there on the outside line. Stanislav Pavlov. 62 staying on that bottom line as Ritsky Novar goes to the high line with the 99 car. Denis Yudichin in the 47 on the bottom line. A little bit of a gap there between Meshkov and Denis Yudichin. Yudichin in the 47 now closing back in. He'd be well served just to get out of the gas a little bit once he caught them versus going to the high side. Let's see the 99 car going to the high side. He peaks. Now goes back down. So some of these guys are now talking about whether they have enough fuel to make it to the end. Ritsky Novar in the 19 car up on the high side. And there may be some green flag pit stops in store if this thing stays green. So the 70 car behind the 24. 82 back there as well. Starting to get a little bit racy there with Pavlov and Prezante. Meshkov in this mix in the 57 car. Prezante there, drifted up just a little bit. This is 62, Stanislav Pavlov. letting his hair down here and getting after it right now. 57 of Alexander Meshkov running in the 7th position. Presanta there peeking on the outside in that 3X machine. He's behind Josh Brink. Brink in the 2X car, followed by the 3X. Couple Chevys there working together, new driver cars. The lone Ford in this mix is the 82 in the top 5. Mata up on the outside line here, working that 77 car. He's to the outside of the 77. He's going to have enough to be able to get around him. Mata in the 99 car, inching ahead of the 77. Now, what's he going to do? Is he going to stay up there or close in? And now he tucks in front of the 77 car. And now he's climbing back up here to the high side, now making a pass. He's going to be able to get in front of the 47. And he does. So now Mata using the outside line and making some moves here. Now up to the high side again for the 99. Getting a good run, but does he have enough room to be able to squeeze in? And not there. Good long green flag run now. We've got about 10 laps in. As the 24, the 70, the 82, 1, 2, 3. Josh Brink in 4th, Presanta 5th. Pavlova is 6th, Meshkov 7th. 8th is Dennis Uderchin, and Dinka is 9th, and rounding out the top 10 is Ritsky Novar in the 19 car. Take a look at Ritsky Novar in the 19. On board here with him, a little bit of a gap between he and the 99 car. That's going to give a good run to Ritsky Novar. What's he going to do with this when he catches up to the 47 car? He goes to the outside. Now they're starting to get a little side-by-side. Ritsky Novar to the outside. Uderchin down on the bottom line. Just ahead, you see a side-by-side battle between Pavlov and the 99. Now the 99 starting to fall back just a little bit. Mata's trying to get something organized on this outside line. Meshkov going to the high side with these guys. Meshkov in the 57 car, now up on the high side. And these guys get organized. Really dangerous, especially through the tri-oval, through that front stretch, to be up on the high side. A lot could go wrong in a hurry. We've seen that earlier. That's what caused all the problems. Guys trying to push stuff on the outside line and not able to do it. Here on lap 71, the 24 car is the leader. 77 car now on the bottom line working. We got a yellow flag here. Yellow flag as maybe Pavlov has come around. Stanislav Pavlov in the 62 car. He's come around. You could feel the aggressiveness getting turned up a notch. And we'll take a look and see what happened to Stanislav Pavlov. So Pavlov on the inside, and it looks like maybe Yudichin might have gotten into the back of Stanislav. Does he keep it out of the wall? Maybe, hard contact there on the left side of the car. Take a look at Stanislav. He goes up right there. There was contact. And then off the track. Take a look here at Mata out of the front of his car. And then looked like the 47 just trying to inch into that spot and got into the back of Pavlov. Board here with Stanislav. Obviously on board here with just dipping below the line there just a little bit and gets up into the 62 car. Go on board here again. You watch this. He's going to dip below the line coming off the turn. He's going to go down below the line right there. And he's going to come back up onto the track and get into the 62. Right there into the back as we look out of the front of the 77 car. So we go back to live here. Sean Jacobs is the leader. Pavlov is on pit lane. Taking some service as he's got a little bit of damage he's dealing with now. So unfortunately, 6 cars out of the race, and honestly, one of them very early, and then the rest of these guys, I think, Gordon Carter lost his connection. I think the rest of these guys got a little frustrated with some of the caution flags and decided to end their effort. And we've got some guys coming down pit lane now. So some guys coming down pit lane here on lap 73. So on board here with Sean Jacobs as he finishes up his pit stop now, coming back out on track. Meshkoff, a little gas and go for him as well. 57. Paul Brown beats him out, it looks like. Well, next week, assuming I don't stop broadcast, or 2 weeks from now, Bristol Motor Speedway, 150 laps in the Saturday Showdown series. That one is going to be tight quarters racing and maybe some hot heads after 150 laps. Charlotte Motor Speedway coming on 18 March. Phoenix Raceway on April the 1st, April Fool's Day. Watkins Glen, a little road course action on April the 15th, and Indianapolis Motor Speedway, an 80-lap race on April the 29th. High Octane Racing League GT3 Series will be in action in this time slot next week. We'll be at Red Bull Ring. This is a really, really fun track. I know that's saying a lot about a lot of tracks, but I love Red Bull Ring, man. 60-minute race, and it's race number 3 of that High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. And, of course, it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV, and that's coming up on February the 25th. Bushwhacker Series will be back in action for a special event on February the 24th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Friday, February 24th. We'll be at Phoenix Raceway for the Busted Knuckles 125. This will be our 3rd Busted Knuckles 125 event to honor Lauren Stoppeworth, 125 laps, and I'll be giving away some Steam gift cards to the drivers. And we're going to honor the memory of our friend who passed away several years ago, and that is Lauren Stoppeworth, that 41 car. Definitely going to be some heavy hearts on that night, and I'll be broadcasting it live. I'll do some interviews with some folks who will share some memories of Lauren Stoppeworth, one of our memorial races that we do, one of our 2 memorial races that we do throughout the season or throughout the year. Another one is, of course, the Steve Freeze Memorial 250. So Dennis Schuderson going to drive down the pit lane to serve his longest line penalty. And that's going to push Ritsky Novar up in at the front. So the rule is, at least in this series, that if you cause a yellow flag, then you must drive down pit lane with the 1 to go and start at the end of the longest line. So single file restart here to try to clean things up a little bit, and Ritsky Novar is our leader. So when we get going, we'll have, I think, 3 laps to go. And what are the chances here, if you're watching that stream, this is actually going to end under caution? I think probably 90%. Hopefully we don't have a green-white checker, but you never know. So Novar, Gumular, Jacobs, Brown, and Meshkov. The top 5. Josh Brink will start in 6th. The pace car's off. Here we go. Ritsky Novar in the 19 car will lead the field to take the green flag. And here we go. Starting lap 77 here at Daytona. And it is go time now. Mata in the 99 car on the inside. You see the 62. Stanislav Pavlov trying to get those spots back. The 47. Denis Yudichin trying to work this high side. A lot of folks going to the high side now. Trying to get this going on the high side as the 24 climbing up front. Meshkov to the high side. Josh Brink just behind him. There might be some contact. That 77 got up on the high, got up in the high line, and there was a car up there. Yuta Prezanta now in his 3X machine. We got 3 to go. Yuta Prezanta running in the 11th position. The 99 just ahead of him. Now they're single file down on that inside line. Can somebody get something organized on the outside line? Sean Jacobs to the race lead. Paul Brown in the 70 car on the inside. Starting to get a little bit organized there on the outside. 62. Stanislav Pavlov to the outside. Can they get something going? Yudichin up there as well. Oh, no! And it looks like Yuta Prezanta might be off the pace. And he comes around. Prezanta looked like he might have gotten down onto the apron. And then that'll break that car loose in a hurry, especially through the tri-oval area. And big time problems there for the 3X car. So Prezanta having some issues here in the 3X. Prezanta's up the track, gets into the wall, trying to pull this car off the wall, and then breaks loose. And oh man, on his lid. On his lid there. Wow. Prezanta, big time damage. You see he's up in the fence right here, and he's trying to pull this car off the fence, and the thing breaks loose right there. And then comes around and then on his lid into the fence. Wow, man, that was a hard lick there for Yuta Prezanta. And looks like he may have retired his machine. On board here with him is up the track and on his lid and flips over. Never takes his hand off the wheel. Man, we might be in business here for a green-white checker. So the 24, the leader, the 70, Paul Brown is second, Meshkov third, Brink fourth, Lansbury is fifth. So a little green-white checker here tonight in the Showdown series. And if I were a betting man, I would have bet that there was going to be a green-white checker, especially after the first like 6 caution flags. Paul Brown is second, Meshkoff third, Brink fourth, Lansbury is fifth. And I don't think anybody's going to be pitting here. Now, you got to be wondering what kind of communication's happening between the 24, maybe the 70, maybe even Josh Brinken on some of this communication. Meshkoff is in third, and he's got to be thinking that same thing. I mean, Meshkoff's raced a lot of laps here, and Meshkoff has got to probably be thinking about, hey, these guys are probably going to work together. What I would do, in my opinion, if I were in Alexander Meshkoff's position, is I know probably the 24 and the 70 are going to work together until the last lap, and it may be anybody's game there. And I might try to sneak in, or hope maybe that somebody's going to work with me on the outside and jump up on the outside line and maybe make some moves here. But for the most part, these guys start to get a little racy here, maybe coming off turn 4, and then if I were the 57, I'd be ready to pounce on any opening that I got. Ritsky Novar in the 19 car will start in P7, just behind Stanislav Pavlov. Pavlov is in the 62, has a little bit of rear end damage that he has gotten repaired. Just in front of him is Tim Lansbury in the 82. Been a little bit of a painful race here with some of the caution flags. Of course, at times the race has been pretty good. We had that a couple pretty good stints. Salviev thinks he's going to see this race finish under yellow flag conditions. Now, don't jinx it, Alexei. Come on. So single file here for the restart. Get the one to go, I believe. So a little single file restart. So we're going to finish under green. What do you think? So are we going to finish under the green? We've got 2 votes in the books. And right now it's 100% no. Be nice if we could figure out how to. I can figure out how to, put that thing somewhere else. So 50-50 now. 4 votes. Cannot get that off the screen like that, but that sucks. They should make it an extra rollout so you can make it an extra rollout. Huh? I think they were about 50-50. 4 votes, 50-50. So a single file. And here we go, boys and girls. We got one off pit lane. Cumular on pit lane. Revion. Maybe taking some fresh tires. Single file restart. All right, get your pick in now. Somebody's going Paul Brown. And here we go. I am picking, I'm going to go out on a limb right now. I'm picking Meshkov. I'm picking Meshkov at this point. That's where I'm going. Arthur Vieta joining us in the chat. Good to see Arthur out here. Definitely picked a good race to miss. Hopefully we'll see Arthur tonight in the Saturday Night Thunder at Nashville. Had a great race last week. Good turnout for last week's race, and we'll see if we have another one tonight at Nashville. Fun track. Off to the yellow, or excuse me, pace car is off the track. Sorry, I'm used to yellow flags. Green-white checker here. Keep your eye on the 24, the 70, and the 57. Josh Brink could be the sleeper as well. X going to the high side. 2X running the high side. Meshkov didn't want to see that. I would have broken out there to the high side. This group is starting to organize a little bit. Now they're going to start playing a little bit of defense here. You see the 70 going to the high side. The 24, what's he going to do? Meshkov slipping up there beside the 70 car. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 1 to go. Side by side with the 24 and the 70. Too late to do anything now, boys. The 2X now back there. Oh, no, now Sean Jacobs in the middle. Meshkov to the bottom line. He's got some help. Stanislav Pavlov with him there, and that high line's got a good organization going. Paul Brown now to the front. That's going to hurt that inside line. Paul Brown in the 70 car. Went up to the high side. Jacobs did not go with him. The 2X of Josh Brink in second, the 82. Oh, there's contact there. Novar off the pace. Coming off the final turn, Sean Jacobs on the inside. He's got a little help from Meshkov. Meshkoff to the inside. Down below the yellow line, and they're wrecking there. And Paul Brown gets the win. Paul Brown got the win in the 70 and the new paint scheme. That's why I fly the drone in the wrong place. There we go. So Paul Brown gets that 70 car in victory lane. Hey, get out of the way. I'm trying to do a screenshot. So congratulations to Paul Brown on getting the win. So the 70 gets the win. Hopefully the lights are going. The lights are going to be coming on here soon with a stinking sun going down. So congratulations to Paul Brown on getting the win. I mean, it's finally over. My God. How does that work? Thought this thing was going to go on forever. We'll take a look at the final results here. At Daytona. Paul Brown getting the win. Josh Brink, great run there for him, finishes in the second position. Tim Lansbury third. Meshkoff finishes in fourth. Sean Jacobs fifth. Stanislav Pavlov finishes in the sixth position. Dennis Shudich in seventh. Mata Indika finishes in the eighth position. Revian Gumilar in his first race out in the 77 finishes in ninth. Ritsky Dovar finishes in the 10th position. A tough break there at the end. Yuta Prezanta finishes in 11th. Nikolai Gerasimov 12th. Satria Wichaksano finishes in 13th. Gordon Carter 14th. John Stanley 15th. Alexei Salviev 16th. And Alexander Macon finishes in the 17th position. So Paul Brown gets the win in the new paint scheme, the Mountain Dew Chevy Camaro here at Daytona. And that, I don't think, really worked out exactly how some of those guys had planned on that restart. I think there was some talk about maybe working together, but that worked only to a certain amount or a certain extent, and then it was every man for himself. See if we can't get a word with Paul Brown up in the booth. So very interesting finish tonight here in a struggle at Daytona. And we'll see if we can't get Paul Brown up in the booth with us. All right, we got Paul Brown up in the booth, and let's address the elephant in the room. That was a struggle today.
That was crazy. 5 laps maybe, green flag, and then caution.
Yeah, I say this, and I'm sure I'm going to get some argument, but I really think this is the easiest track to drive. And it just, guys up on the high line and guys maybe not being patient enough and trying to close spots and coming across the nose of other drivers. It just seems like everybody's wanting to get a spot, on lap 10.
Yep. No, it's certainly not a hard track to drive. There's no doubt about that. You just gotta manage the gap. You can't be pushing the crap out of the guy in front of you if you're running 4th or 5th, or you can't be bump drafting mid pack. And you've got to know where you can make your moves. I mean, there's a lot of technical stuff with drafting, but if you're just gonna go right around and not try to cause grief, then it's easy. Just depends on how you want to play it, I guess.
I always feel like, my strategy here is just to kind of ride around, settle in, let green flag pit stops shake out, separate the field a little bit. We never got that tonight. And then go racing. Flip that switch and go racing with about 10 to go.
Yep, exactly.
Well, I know this in the Saturday Showdown series, talking about coming up on Friday of next week. We've got Phoenix Raceway in the Busted Knuckles 125, and in that Bushwhacker series, and I know that's going to be one that's special to you and your heart. And talk a little bit about what your plans are for that Friday night.
Yeah, I can't. I don't even know how to put it into words. We miss Lauren so much. Just a tragic, loss. Had no idea it was even coming. It's one of those deals, and yeah, it's going to be a fun race. I think. Hopefully, everybody keeps their heads above water, and we get a nice race in for the broadcast and for Lauren, of course. I don't know if I'm going to try and race his car or just stick with my own, but it'll be fun.
I think I'll never forget that day, because here I am maybe about 2 hours from the broadcast, and his boss sends me a message and said he just passed away. And, and here we have to try to muster up the mental fortitude to be able to go out and race. And I know that's exactly what he'd want us to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we even talked about it. I think we were at Richmond that night, and I ended up racing his car. And
it was a tough night, but we're definitely going to pay homage to him. He probably would tell us not to worry about this stuff, but we're going to do it anyway.
Heck yeah.
Well, hey, congratulations to you on getting a great win here in the Showdown Series. We finally got this race over with, and we'll be back in 2 weeks at Bristol for another beatdown, and good luck to you then.
Yeah, thanks, man. It was good fun. Thanks to Sean and Josh and Tim, and the 4 of us kept trying to work together, and didn't work out exactly the way we wanted to, but it was fun.
All right, well, I guess I'll see you in a little while at the Saturday Night Thunder.
We'll do it again in Nashville tonight. Thanks.
All right, man. See you. So that is Paul Brown getting the win in the brand new paint scheme here in the Saturday Showdown Series. So good effort there for him. And as I was mentioning, don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder will be back in action here in just a few hours at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Beat up the broadcaster night, Nashville Super Speedway, 120-lap race. It's race number 7, and that's coming up in just a little while. GT3 Series will be back in action in this time slot. Next week, we'll be at Red Bull Ring. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. And I've got a prediction. I bet there are going to be fewer caution flags in the GT3 Series race than there was tonight in the race at Daytona. What do you think? I'll take that bet. Well, hey, thanks for joining me here on TurnLeftTV, and I really appreciate everybody coming out and slugging through a long, arduous race. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Smash the bell. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, there's a link up in the banner of the channel. Also, down in the description of this race, a link over to the PayPal to make a donation, and thanks to all those folks who have done so. Also, please click on that link in the description of this race over to the Sim Labs website. And if you're interested in purchasing a sim rig or something for your sim rig, please give Sim Labs a look. I'm an affiliate through them, and that would help me out here at TurnLeftTV. Well, that's going to do it for me here on TurnLeftTV for the weekend, and we'll talk to you another time. We'll see you next week on Friday night in the Bushwhacker Series. Until then, I am out of here.